Remember Ultimate Offering from back in the days? Yeah, well, instead of getting it back from the ban list, we're getting this instead. This new card coming out as a V-Jump promo is basically called a Terminal Offering, which is kind of like a flashback to Ultimate Offering, and it has a very similar effect to the card, but at the same time, it's worse. So it has two effects, and the first one can only be used on your own main phase, and the second one can only be used on your opponent's battle phase. The first effect reads, during your main phase you can pay 1,000 life points, you can conduct up to 3 normal summons or set this turn, not just 1. And the second effect reads, during your opponent's battle phase you can pay 500 life points immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 monster. And of course this card is a hard once per turn because of the PTSD that people used to have from Ultimate Offering from back in the days. In case you're wondering why that card got banned in the first place, by the way, it was because of the gadget monsters. The format was also slower back in the day, so that was really disgusting. Basically, all the gadget monsters search another color of a gadget on the normal summons, so if you have Ultimate Offering in any gadget, you can basically end on like 5 gadget monsters and a gadget in hand, and you can keep going as long as you have targets in your deck and life points to pay. So basically, it's a 2-card combo where you can make like billions of rank 4s. It's filthy. But now that things are different and much more aggressive, and this doesn't really work anymore, and that normal summon decks kinda suck, I only have one question left. Why in the flying frick did we get this card? This card sucks! It can only be used on your own main phase as a trap card or your opponent's battle phase, making it extremely slow to set up, and by the time you can probably use it, you might just already be dead. And before someone tells me that this card is good in Flunderies, just stop the cap. Stop the copium, stop whatever drugs you're doing, this card is ass cheeks in Flunderies too. Even if you pull it off, you can't really say that it's that broken, because 3 normal summons, that's cool and all, but it's barely any better than 2 normal summons, and that's the best case scenario for the card. And yeah, sure, Ultimate Offering retained kind of like the same flaw of only being able to be used on your opponent's battle phase or your own main phase, but again, that was in a completely different format. Like, we're getting a worse card in a way more aggressive format. That makes like no sense. Look, if you're that thirsty for extra normal summons, honestly just play Time Rendering Morganite. It's really not that bad. At least it does something immediately when you draw it. Like, you don't have to set it and then wait like until your opponent freaking passes turn on like absolutely nothing. Like, that's wishful thinking, man. People can go into an access code on their own main phase, and again, it's a trap card that can only be used at the earliest on your opponent's battle phase. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think Terminal Offering could have been just never printed, and we could have actually gotten Ultimate Offering with a fair errata. But to be fair, I would actually go as far as to say that Ultimate Offering could actually get unbanned without an errata. I don't know, that's just me though, maybe I'm just crazy. But yeah, like I keep saying, trap cards are very high risk, high reward, so I really don't understand how a card with so much commitment can be just so slow and honestly just so weak. At the very least, if it was a twice per turn effect, I could kind of maybe potentially understand, but no. I'm just not super fond of creating new cards that are reminiscent to already existing banned cards just out of fear of having to unban the card. I've already made a video about how Heavy Storm should actually get unbanned because honestly it's not that good and nobody's really destroying their own cards and benefiting off of it. And the only people who disagreed with me were people who said that Heavy Storm was unfair because you could trigger your own Waking the Dragon and artifact cards. I wish I was joking. But like that ass, Konami can actually create, new cards that are reminiscent to old banned cards and not make it a total flop. Like Triple Tactic Talents is a perfect example. It was a combination of 3 banned cards. Well, kind of, because Change of Heart was banned back when Triple Tactic Talents was first announced, but still, you get the point. And I think Triple Tactic Talents is actually a gold reference to create, revamped versions of older cards. But yeah, anyways, that's my little rant. Guys, let me know your thoughts about Terminal Offering and just, the fact of creating newer cards instead of unbanning the old cards. I want to hear what you guys actually think about all of that. Let me know in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.